Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Fine, 90.
Yes, Mike. Hey, get in the way. Shoot.
Too late, look.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alert.
25, check 25, check 25.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
You got him.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check
36 power. Screen, 86.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Kill.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They run the counter. Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They run it with Carson. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down.
Wilson going to hand it to Prosise. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Brown. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Cut. 180.
Mike spoke forward. Here we go, here we go. Check 99, check 99.
Hold on. Check. Mike, cut.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Listen.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Good job right there.
Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 38.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Wilson now off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Seven, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
6 guys. Check.
Maverick wall.
Check 43. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Jester. What's that?
Gone. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
180.
Get him. Joker. Check it out, read.
What's that?
On first down, it's gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Super one. Set. Turbo set.
Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Maverick.
Watch the ship.
4 down.
Watch the ship.
On first down, Brown. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 22, Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Dot. 180.
Mike 54. You can't block me.
Turbo set.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
What's that?
On second down now, it's Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Off the bootleg. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
12, let's go.
Back to throw. Goff. Then Woods has it complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Right, 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
Now a carry for Brown. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Malcolm Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Micah Kiser was in on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions. It nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Watch the safety creep.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important time.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Goff now looking to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Super one. 76. Tell him. 76. 76. Set.
Goff now looks to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Goff now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
An update now from Oakland. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Like 20.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the
Ric Flair.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Set.
3rd and 2. Goff. He's letting it fly. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
180. 5.
Check four.
Maverick wall.
Quick the edge. Come. Check 13. Check 13.
Topper. Turbo, tap.
A run here with Brown. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Value 3.
He's crazy.
Here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Go.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The throw over the middle taken in. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there on third down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Wilson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Rams take over 1st and 10. Let's go, boys. Bring it on. 23-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Watch twist.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wilson throwing again. Whoosh. It's caught. Block it. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is Carson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
58.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
Come on,
it'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
All day.
Mike's Popo.
They'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hold on. Check.
On first down, Brown. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Look, squeeze.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Here we go. 18, Gator.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Switch. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Cornell.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Door!
Slam.
Now!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They go with Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Let's go, baby.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch 88.
Further.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Black 20.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings
Go
up
tonight.
second and 8 on the Seahawks 26-yard line.
4 down.
And they will take a knee here.
Goff on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Today's final score, Rams.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.